All right, what's going on, everybody? Chef Gizmo here. Now, as you can tell, kind of away from our normal setup, our normal area, but we are actually at Lord Rush's right here for trade night going on right behind me. And actually, you can see right here is Ivy, here is Jbyrd. So far, we've made a couple deals. Haven't really shown them off yet. I will showcase them of what they were, but we have made some pretty good deals. Got some really nice cards in there. So let's go get some more stuff. This is his.
Can I take a look?
All right, so yes, this is our first time going to a Lord Rush trade night, and this was actually in celebration of his 1-year anniversary. So this was Ivy's and our first time going to one. Poke Trainer Jbyrd over there, he's actually been trying to get us to come down and go to one, but never seemed to get the time off from work until now. But we did make a couple of trades prior to this. I was hoping to try and, get some other recording and footage of me actually talking to the camera a little bit more, but man, it was hectic. There was over 200 plus people there this time, which was one of their bigger ones, and it was actually a really, really fun time.
Anything to trade for that guy? Slide these guys to right there.
So I did bring my slabs down and showcased a little bit of Poke Trainer Jbyrd's 3D printing stuff, which are those slab holders I have right there, those white and black ones. I did make some trades for some nice slabs, and Poke Trainer Jbyrd even made a trade for me on a slab, so that was pretty cool.
Look at the little Tinkertuff there. Inside my backpack is the Fusion Strike binder. Will you open it up?
And yes, I did bring the Fusion Strike binder. I really needed to check to see if I could find some cards here. Hopefully I was able to. Luckily I was able to, I should say. We did find quite a few. There was one trade that was off camera to where I was able to find the Gengar VMAX, not the alt art, but just a secondary.
Maybe more this way.
So yeah, as you can see there, Ivy was checking to see if I had the Chandelure VMAX, which I did.
Here, you want the pen? Okay. Let's see here. Let's see how much that Scizor VMAX is. Yeah, pretty cool looking.
This is the one they're looking at, the one that has the action figure too.
Would you be willing to trade that one? Yeah? Alright. Is there anything?
Yeah, so he didn't notice at first I had the GoPro on my head. Poke Trainer Jbyrd had one of the little headband mounts that he used for his videos sometimes, or bought a kit for. So I decided, you know what, I'll take it out there. I'll see how well it works, and it was actually a little fun to do. It's a nice little footage from it. Now that binder that they're looking at, that was originally going to be my keeps binder. All the cards I wanted, I was originally going to keep in that, and I ended up just saying, screw it, let's take it over there. And right there, I believe he's pointing at the Rainbow Gyarados from the Poke Trainer Jbyrd's packs, his mystery bags. It's the Korean rainbow art one.
Right, sounds good. So, this is yours. Let's shake on and make the trade.
So yeah, we just traded that away. So he got the Rainbow Gyarados card. I ended up getting the Scizor VMAX.
You want to look at any of them?
Sorry for any background noise with vehicles. We are right there, right next to the road at Lord Rush's shop.
I haven't gone through. I haven't looked at my binder since the last trade night, like 2 months ago.
Nice little Mountain Dew shot right there. Yeah, so Poke Trainer Jbyrd was telling me about this little girl that was standing in the background on top of a red shirt. Apparently, she always tries to do like a trade up challenge, and he said, you know, don't let her rip you off on anything.
Mr. Mime is about $5. Charmander is same, about $5, and then Mimikyu, I do have about 2 of those. Those ones are.
This guy has a really awesome looking slab collection. That case he's holding, it's actually really cool. I'll showcase a little bit more of it here in an upcoming clip, but it's a really, really cool slab case.
To just be about this page, I believe. I really haven't been a huge fan of the Scarlet Violet era so far, so we were kind of a little hesitant going into Twilight Masquerade, but some of them are kind of scattered through. So I do have the Iron Thorns right here, EX. I believe that came from the Twilight. There should be, of course, the Teal Mask, Ogre Pawn.
So five. And then how much is that then?
The Miraidon, I believe, is about 15. It's about 20 bucks. 20.
So you only want raw cards, or do you want anything?
Anything is perfectly fine to me. Raw, graded, whatever.
So see, you can kind of see right there, you know, it has the showcase of it. It's got the Charizard SIR at a Gem Mint 10, the Moonbreon Gem Mint 10. I believe there's a Magikarp in there, and I forgot which other one. So there's the Charizard, there's the Moonbreon. It's the Rayquaza VMAX, that's right. But it's an awesome looking showcase.
So, got the Umbreon VMAX. Camera up some. GoPro down.
There you go.
So, we're trading away for this Umbreon VMAX right there. It was a Gem Mint 10.
Kieran from Twilight Masquerade, Mimikyu, and Snorlax from 150.
That Kieran was at about $50, so it's about 50 to 55, maybe 60 for that trade.
Darwin. All right, and we are making a trade right here. We got a Blastoise base set. It is a PSA 6, but it is still an awesome card. You know, we love the water starters. And here we have found the King Gambit, Mimikyu VMAX, Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, Glaceon VMAX, and Glaceon V-Star. Now, of course, you know these two and this one are going to be for Ivy. So, I think we got ourselves a trade. Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Really nice meeting you. Nice meeting you.
So I didn't necessarily show it, I kind of messed up there, but I did trade away my Gem Mint 10 Korean Fusion Arts Mew Alt Art for that Blastoise and those 5 or 6 raw cards. The dude was really cool. He had a PSA 6 Dark Blastoise, which actually later on in the night, Poke Trainer Jbyrd right there, he ended up trading some stuff away and giving me that one.
Lord Rushes. Trade night.
Shipping was 80. 15, 10.
How you doing?
Y'all gave him the hat, right?
Yeah, you were talking.
Yeah, so right there I was kind of going through and trying to find the spots I needed to put in the cards I got for Fusion Strike. So luckily I was able to get a couple cards. I think I got a Tyranitar V. I got a Greninja later on in the night from actually one of the employees in Lord Rush's. And then I got the Gengar VMAX, and then I believe 1 or 2 others. I know I got a Sarina V.
Moment, unless it is Fusion Strike card. Now
I'm all base
set. Gotcha.
or vintage, if you will.
Gotcha.
So that's a new. Yeah, I never really got into the fusion one.
Yeah, Fusion Strike's the one that got me back into Pokemon, so I was like, you know what, I'll create a master set for it.
Yeah. Did you get the chair out? I have my buddies who are borrowing it. Yeah, it's over against the wall over there. Okay, cool. So.
But yeah, you would not believe how many people kept coming up and asking if I was just buying cards or if I was only trading and, you know, selling cards. So since it was my first time doing a trade night, then yeah, I was just trading and selling, kind of feeling the atmosphere of it.
But I'm just trying to make a little bit of money because I'm going to be representing those vintage packs. What card can you be worth? I want to do this.
I know I don't want to get ripped off. I'm kind of ripped off. Japanese.
No.
What's the most fair play?
That's a bit of a price. You would take comp on that?
And then also try to find good prices.
So
I'm at 21 for the guard chop.
Yeah, because I know, like, I had...
I'm cool with cash.
Maybe even less. I mean, yeah, guaranteed holidays.
Groudon, I believe that's 21 as well.
That one is the Dragon Knight.
Like, I know for a fact that Japanese art, people's art is more for raw. I think, what, 60?
Thank you very much.
That's Rocket's art, too. I mean,
Yeah, 21 for the Groudon.
I don't know what the comp is on, but I just know it can't be that big. Yeah. Unless it's got to be great.
The Chunkachu VMAX.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me double check.
Oh shit, Kevin's on the other side of the table for once.
Yeah, he's at the very end. Back of the.
I know
Got a little whitening.
Oh, he's outside.
All right.
You look at the
Chunkachu, yeah, at a raw, at pristine, like mint raw for it, it's about 40. It does have some whitening here at the bottoms on the corners. It's got a little whitening in the background of it.
You don't find anything in there? I got most.
With how it is, would you be willing to just trade for trade? Or if you want, we can do that.
I mean, I got that from my friend.
You're down for that? All right, sounds good. There you go.
Yeah, so right there, he was wanting to trade that Pikachu VMAX, the Chunkachu with the red in front of it, which is typically a $40 card, for the CGC 10 Raging Surf Groudon. And originally I wasn't going to, because I'm like, man, that's a $40 card that you wanted to trade for something that's like $21. But on the back of the Chunkachu, there's a lot of whitening around the edges. The card was bent. On the background of it itself, it had some whitening. Now Ivy there, she's actually talking to this little girl that was just really sweet. She kept coming up and she loved Ivy, and she actually gave her a couple free cards, some sleeves. She ended up bringing over a little army man at the end of the night. See right there, she handed off a sleeve. But yeah, she came by and gave us a little army man to protect our booth, and it was just adorable. She was a really sweet girl.
Yeah, that came from the milk carton.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the milk carton one comes with, I believe it's like 7 or 8 packs in it. Yeah.
That was BMC.
It just seems like a very common binder.
Yeah. I know last trade night, one of those got walked away with.
I heard somebody stole it, yeah. Was it yours?
No, I was over there.
Yeah, it was extremely hot outside. It was like 105 degrees outside, but there was barely any wind. If there was wind, it was knocking over mine and Jbyrd signs. And as you can see there, I'm drinking a Baja Blast bottle that has water in it, because thankfully Ivy went and got some water from the store in the background.
And then I was like, oh, so bad.
I forgot that little girl actually gave Ivy a sticker too, which she ended up putting on the trade binder. I didn't notice it until we got back to my brother's house that night.
He's looking through your binder to see for the.
What's going on?
Hey, what's up? You guys having a good night?
Oh yeah. So I got Pokemon up front, and then the very back is Digimon, and then that's the same thing with this one. English ones up here.
He hasn't been in the drip streams lately, but this is Gizmo.
Yeah.
Check it
Oh,
out.
cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
I've joined a couple times.
nice to meet you,
Yeah.
man.
I've
Sweet.
joined a couple times, started up,
Yeah.
and then ended up
It's
getting
good-
into something else.
Yeah,
I actually.
it's good meeting people in person, man. Seriously, all I see is usernames. You know, and I'm essentially talking to myself in a room. You know what I mean? So,
I do that for free.
yeah, there you go. So it's kind of like, It's good to have some interaction and kind of see people come through.
Yeah, no, we made some really good trades over here. I'm actually the one that's obsessed with Totodile.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I'll be able to get a Totodile, a card that has Alligator on it.
Nice. So you try to collect all the Totodiles, like even in the background and all that?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. So you're leaving that binder at home?
Oh yeah, no, it actually has its own little box that they just sit in.
Like, okay.
Because actually, I actually won a Unseen Forces stamped Totodile from the drip stream whenever I first started watching it.
Oh, nice.
And I believe Ryan, he added in, he's like, oh, well, here, just throw this one in there too. And it was I think base set 2 or something like early in, probably in the Neo era.
Yeah.
Like, he just added it in. I was like, oh shit. So I got 2 for 1 for like $5.
There you go.
I was like, piece all the way. And then, actually, I think the one that he traded in, that he gave me, just throwed in, I got it graded and it came back as a 9, something like that. Which one? The Totodile I had you grade.
Yeah, I was surprised it came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is actually one of the Lord Rush employees. He does a lot of the drip shop streams. He's really chill dude.
Collects, okay, yeah, first edition.
Neogenesis Dragon Ball.
There you go. He collects like Mankey and Primate, like just monkeys, and like Rillaboom, and things like that.
But then I'm also trying to create a master set for Fusion Strike. Fusion Strike's the one that got me into it. I already pulled the Gengar VMAX.
Oh, there you go. That's one of the hardest ones. So.
Yeah. Jbyrd actually brought it up here to get set up.
Oh, okay, cool, man. I'm like, oh, sweet. You know?
It's been about 2 months since the last trade night, so I went down to Vigil Point.
Yeah. I meet a lot of people, just kind of mingling and hanging out and stuff. So. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are having fun, man. Nice to meet you, dude. See you later. Yeah, take care.
Way over here. All right, guys. So we are making a trade here. Well, sort of a trade. We got right here Alex. All right, so he is actually going to be buying the SIR Charizard EX right here, going for $190 on this. So there's the $190. There's Charizard. Thanks for the deal. All right. Well, we sold the major card right there. All right.
And yes, before anybody comes at me in the comments, I understand that at Gym Mint 10, it is a $260 card. One, having a kid come up, especially for being my first trade night, I wanted to give him at least a fairer price, because you never know. That may be one of his favorite cards down the road or something, and he was able to get it for a cheaper price. So I wanted to kind of give him a better price on it. So also, sorry for the shakiness of the camera. I don't have a little stabilizing tripod that I can have on my GoPro at the moment. But yeah, there's the storefront of Lord Rush's. We're going to go inside, take a little look. There are vendors in here on the left side.
So how you doing, man? You doing all right? How you doing? Good.
As you can tell, it is packed in this room. So many people, extremely hot in there, but it was all around a great and fun experience. There's the Lord Rush himself. Need to make sure you're in ask for permission that I can record in there, which Ryan's really cool about it. He lets people record in his store. But you can see there's just a bunch of different products that everybody has, including some of the stuff that Lord Rush has himself. See the Alt Art RCSV down there.
I got one in here. I just want to see what it would bring. Yeah, that Charizard.
He's got Lorcana. He's got One Piece stuff. A lot of different Pokemon, items, packs, whatever. There are base sets there, fossils, all that stuff. There even has that little claw machine right there in the background that you can play and try and get some Pokeballs. And I think each Pokeball has 1 or 2 packs in it. I'm not 100% sure. I was wanting to try it out, but completely forgot.
There's a vintage booster pack being opened up right now.
This is only the second time that
On a fire type snapback.
And so now I'm like,
Alright, we got the Charmeleon, we got the Charmander.
I'm stoked.
Only the wheezing. Sad.
Now this guy over here sitting on the car, he actually did all this artwork that's sitting on this table, and this artwork is actually really, really cool. He had made this giant poster of all the evolutions that actually is heat activated. So whenever it gets hot, the Eevee in the center of the poster actually turns into its shiny form. So that was actually really, really cool. We went to another Pokemon shop. I believe it's called the Card Shop or Trade Shop, I believe along those lines. And they actually had a bunch of the artwork from that same guy.
Up until like a bunch of $5 to $10 cards, and, so that way, like, some.
Believe it or not, Jbyrd actually just traded that guy. I believe his name was Darwin. He actually just traded him something for the Dark Blastoise, which he ended up giving to me off camera.
It's got Japanese, Korean, English, and at the very back of that one as well, it's got Digimon.
It's just like with Drip, you have to have a certain amount of, I guess, followers on like across all platforms. Is what I'm assuming. Like you have to bring your own following, which is kind of stupid because from what I've seen, there's a lot more people on Whatnot than there is on Drip. Yeah, exactly. And so, like when I watch Ryan and them, like usually it's 18 to 25, maybe.
What are you looking at?
Yeah. And on like there's.
I'm looking at the trainer, see which ones I need.
Like,
Yeah,
like 50 people in it. Yeah, like, that's not the norm. But
I know the Nimona, we sat there one night and pulled, I think, like 4 of them all in a row. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Just effing around. He's like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, he was just like ripping through cards. Like, he had like put up like the 5-second sudden death. Yeah, sudden death.
We already paid for this, but since he just opened the single strike one, how about the rapid strike? And he only
So Joey, the guy that's walking up right there in the background, he actually opened up the Single Strike Urshifu VMAX because I was having a hard time trying to figure out which one. So I asked Ivy and Lord Rush himself to choose which one I should open.
We got here the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, and sorry, I don't think I quite caught your name. Joey. So Joey here, he got the Single Strike, and sadly only got 2 pulls out of it. But it's got some Fusion Strike, Evo Skies, and then we got some Chilling Pain. Oh, thank you. So,
Very nice of them to bring a play mat, their own custom play mat for me to use for my video.
Say 3 hits.
I hope so.
Keep that in mind, guys. Ivy says 3 hits.
Out of this guy. Or even better, the Moonbryon out of it.
Look at them even being nicer and bringing up some sleeves.
I would cry if I got the Moonbryon. We're going to go ahead and pull all these guys out. So these over here. We're going to save Evolving Skies for last. And then let's see here. So let's go ahead and get the Chilling Pain out the way. So this sleeves if you need it. All right, thank you very much. Trying to get a good omen. Let's hope so. All right.
So I started off with the first couple packs doing the card trick, and then afterwards I was like, nah, screw that. We don't have enough time for that.
Brawly, why am I shaking so much? No.
Still have no clue why I was shaking so much.
Blitzel, Quillfish, Larian Slowpoke, Avery, and...
So if you can see that little window that's back there, that little glass window, that's actually where they do their drip shop streams. It's actually really cool.
Actually, I think it'd probably be better if I do it like this. Showcase that nice little playmat too. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go through all this. Yeah, my older brother right there. Yeah. To make it easier. I always just tell him that he's my twin. Just gonna go through all these. Nothing in that one.
Yeah, Jbyrd usually comes up here quite a bit, so they kind of know who he is. They didn't realize that he was actually my brother, so the guy that's standing in front of me, he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can actually see the resemblance now. He was actually asking where we were from, and we told him. He goes, "Ugh, I hate that place." And we're like, "Yeah, we do too."
That whole area is flooded.
All right, Stuffle.
That whole park and all where the boat ramps are.
Got another Swampert. Man.
It hits the last.
Yeah. Let's hope something happens inside that Evolving Skies, because nothing happened in that.
Yeah, sadly, we didn't get jack for those Fusion Strike packs, which I was really hoping if anything was going to be pulled, it would have been pulled in those Fusion Strikes.
Oh, there's something in there.
Just hitting. I meant
Make it.
3 hits.
Okay, Treevent V, full art, not bad.
I saw the little border and I was like, man, I'm really hoping for something good. And then I saw that and I said, man. But I usually never get any hits from any Evolving Skies packs I've opened, which I've opened quite a bit from the EV10s, and I haven't gotten anything from them.
Pull anything from Zoroark and a Pinsir. So, same hit ratio. 2 cards off of it.
See, Ivy was not correct. I was not going to get 3 hits. I ended up getting the same amount of hits as Joey. He only got 2, which one of them actually was the Greninja V. I needed 4 Fusion Strike, which luckily he was down to trade for it. All he wanted was just a barrel trainer gallery. See here, Ivy's having a little trouble with packs. You know, she doesn't like opening them because she doesn't want to bend them, so she normally just cuts them.
Stack like that, so
Yeah, you don't have to. You can just go straight through it. Through the camera. So Ivy here is opening up a ATB of Lost Origin.
Sadly, she got nothing from the first pack. You can still see some of the cool items that they have in their showcase, kind of off the reflection. They have a OG fire red Japanese. It's still in the case in their shelf right over there. It's actually really, really cool. How much they were selling it for, I have no idea.
Very. Oh my goodness, I got nothing else this one. Hey. Let's try. Right more.
You got a Delphox V, not bad. Little V card.
And looky there, Ivy got her first hit. We were originally going to go and get a bunch of packs like prior to the event, but sadly we showed up just a tad late, just a little bit. But we did end up going and just buying these products and seeing what we could get.
Let me get something else good.
Phantom.
Man, I'm a gear.
Dang. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
I believe this was the final pack, if not the second to final.
Got a Radiant Steelix. That's technically a hit. At least to me, it's a hit. And then final pack.
Correction, this is the final pack.
And a Treevent Hollow.
So Ivy had the same luck as me. She only got 2 hits from that.
Oh, it's weird. It's one of your binders. Oh, it's one of my binders? Alright, yeah, give me just a moment.
Well, so much for that.
Sadly, she only got technically 2 hits out of that. Here, hand me all the cards.
Alright guys, we are back home now. As you can see, back in the nice Gremlin kitchen here. And man, that was a trip. I was very surprised by that. I was honestly not expecting how that all turned out. It seemed like every moment somebody's just coming up to you, just trying to make a trade, trying to make a deal, seeing if you're buying, seeing if you're selling, you know, whatever. It was a little hard to get a little bit of footage, but I had a blast. We got a ton of different deals, ton of different trades going on. We sold quite a few cards, of course. As you saw, we sold the SIR Charizard, so now Ivy and I have to go and open up more Paldean Fates to get another one. But before we actually went to trade night, we stopped off at a mall. I got Ivy this nice little Mimikyu plush. So she's got herself a Mimikyu now, which she loves. She loves Mimikyu. It's one of her favorite Pokemon. But here we are going to go through some of the singles that we had gotten for trades, stuff like that. So we'll start off with Ivy's cards. Now some of these I traded for, some of them we actually bought at the trade shop, which was the other card store that we stopped off on Sunday while me and Poketrainer Jbyrd were out collecting stuff to build his desk. So we got the Glaceon VMAX. Ivy pulled the Radiant Steelix. We traded for a Mimikyu VMAX. Glaceon V-Star. I forgot what I traded for, but I got this Gothorita for her. We got a Delphox V. Radiant Gardevoir. Mimikyu V. She actually got this for free from somebody. She's like, oh, well, you know, I love Umbreon, and the person's like, well, here, just go ahead and have it. So she got herself an Umbreon V. Poketrainer Jbyrd traded something to get this Darkrai Umbreon GX tag team, which is really cool. And then I went off and bought this Sylveon V at Trade Shop, and pretty nice. I liked it. They didn't just have a price on it. They actually put it as lightly played, plus, or near mint, or stuff like that, moderately played. And they actually just went based off of a TCG player, which was really nice because some of the cards, you know, you're able to kind of like negotiate with. So I thought that was really, really cool. And then I also got her, oh, thought I had already grabbed it. It may be somewhere else deep inside this deck. But we do got the Chunkachu VMAX. Now, I traded for this card for one reason and one reason only, and that's because it has Feraligatr in it. That is the only reason why. But then we also got this cool McDonald's promo, and I believe that was Japan exclusive. And a guy overheard me talking to my brother, and he was, you know, looking through his trade binder. He's like, oh, hey, you know, he loves Totodiles over here. I'm like, yeah, no, I love them. And he had two of them, but this one was the more rare one. So I ended up trading for this guy. Really cool card. Traded for the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. I like the artwork on that. Then we got ourselves a nice Giratina V, followed by Blaziken V. I like the full arts on these ones. I like the colored backgrounds on these ones specifically, not so much some of the newer ones. Poketrainer Jbyrd gave us this Gyarados GX. Got me a Galarian Obstagoon because I actually do like that Pokemon. This is the one that Joey had pulled from his VMAX box that we ended up trading that Bibarel for. We got Ivy this Glaceon EX. We got ourselves a Blastoise EX and a King Gambit. Here's one for Ivy as well. Got a Gardevoir EX full art, which is a nice card. Why is Jbyrd out here? Jbyrd shouldn't be out here. He wasn't a part of the trade. There's Gardevoir. We got the trainer gallery right there. We traded for a Miraidon promo because didn't bother buying the ETBs for the Scarlet and Violet base set. We got ourselves an Aggron EX. We got an Arceus V that has the World Championship 2022 design on the back of the card, so I thought that was kind of cool. The Gardevoir EX for Ivy as well. This came from the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX box that we bought. We got ourselves a T-Tar for Fusion Strike, as well as a Gengar VMAX. So that was the majority of the singles. Alright, so those were all just the raw cards that weren't in top loaders. So here we have some that we did trade for the top loaders. We got an Arcanine EX Full Art, followed by Suicune V. I actually didn't trade for this. A lady actually just gave him to me for free. I was very, very surprised by that. I was not expecting that at all. But then we also have a Cynthia's Ambition. Nice little $10 card. Who doesn't love a Cynthia? We bought this at Trade Shop. Nice little Zekrom. I love the design of this card. And I believe I only got it for $7. And it honestly isn't too bad condition. I mean, it says moderately played, but the condition on it's really good. I got this one for Ivy. She likes her Gardevoir. So I got this one mainly because I like the look of having Gardevoir, Curlia, and Ralts in it. So yes, it is moderately played as well. And then there is the big guy, the big one that we definitely needed for Fusion Strike, which is the Mew V alternate art right there. That I love this card. I like this one and the Celebi one, so I'm glad that I was able to pick this up for a decent price. I think I only paid like 25 bucks for it, so it wasn't too bad. And then the final pièce de résistance, we did get ourselves some slabs. We got ourselves a Gem Mint 10 Umbreon VMAX. So it's not a Moonbreon, but it's still a really good Umbreon card. I believe it's like $50 or so. Here is that Dark Blastoise Holo from Team Rocket that Poketrainer Jbyrd got for us. So we really appreciate that. And then, boom, a base set Blastoise, not Gem Mint, PSA 6. I'm really, really happy I was able to make this trade and eventually get this one as well. They will be sitting behind me on the shelf inside their little display area. So I'm glad I got these. Probably two of my favorite ones that we've gotten from this trade night. And I want to say I had like another single. I can't seem to find where it's at. But anyways, that is going to be all for this video. We had a phenomenal time, even though that we were all hot and sweaty and a little miserable out inside that weather. But otherwise, it was still a very, very fun time. I'm glad I was able to experience, Lord Rush's 1-year anniversary on his trade night and got to make that experience. I know Ivy had some fun. A lot of cool, different people just coming up and chatting with us, especially, the staff at Lord Rush. Really friendly, always really cool to talk with and hang out with. And Lord Rush himself, I mean, there's really nothing else you could say. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell notification. That way you guys stay in the loop when a new video is posted. Now, what I want from y'all, I want y'all guys to comment down below who's your favorite Pokemon and why. But until next time, peace.